Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 10 Shed Shenanigans. Today we're getting back on the little John Deere 68 to get it going like it needs to again and driving like it needs to again. Because right now I've still got to go through and actually clean the carburetor, and then we're going to put some tubes in the rear tires, and we may even start wire brushing and get some paint to paint the front metal, make it look a little bit nicer. So that way when little boy gets big enough, he'll be able to drive it around. So let's get it picked up and see if we can't get the tires off the rear. Okay, you helping, buddy? Okay, well, we got to get the other wheel off now, okay? Okay. So oddly enough, these lugs take a carriage bolt on the back side. There's one. There's two. And there's three. It's odd, they're 5-lug wheels with only 3 lug nuts in them. But yeah, just takes a little nice little carriage bolt that holds them all in. Gee, well, that's old baling twine. That is wrapped up around this axle. All right, well, I'm glad it did this. All right, I'm gonna go get the tire machine and get it out here. That way we can hopefully break these down. Thank you, buddy. All right, so we've got it up here. We're just gonna break it down and put some tubes in the tires because these are ancient. I think these are the original Goodyears that came on this little riding mower. Come on, break. Golly. All right, let's see if there's a different spot that I can catch. Maybe get it to break. Okay. Hey, buddy. Where'd you get that wrench? Buddy, I don't want you messing with this in case it falls, okay? All right, I'm gonna have to fight with this one for a little bit before it'll break, but hopefully it'll break soon. Okay, guys. We now have one tire with a tube already in it. It was a bit of a nightmare, but I got it figured out. Yes, you see the cows, buddy. I know you do. My little helper is keeping the lawnmower from moving by standing on the seat. And he's trying to get the attention of the cow that's in the field next to us. Buddy, Mama sees the cow. All right. So when you're putting a tube in a tire, tubes come with valve cores or valve stems already on them. So you can cut the old one out and on normal car tires, you want to keep the remains of the valve stem from, falling in. But on something this small, not going on the highway, it's not really going to matter. Well, guys, I had to take the tube back out because I aired it up too much and blew the seam. So I'll have to order another tube. But I'll either come out here tomorrow or Thursday, because today is Tuesday, and get the carburetor cleaned up and all that. But I have one tire mounted. So this will be waiting for the next tube to come in. So don't do like what I did. Don't over air them. Trying to get the bead to seat. All right, guys, we're back out here again this evening, working on the little John Deere 68. We have the tubes and the tires. This one on this side didn't fully reseat, but it's okay because the tube is still there. Now it's going to be on to cleaning out the carburetor again. The last time I did it, I just kind of quickly cleaned it out. Now I know I'm going to actually have to, just because of all the crud. These are some loud cicadas. Yeah. All this from good gas sitting in it finally broke up all the thick crud. So I'm gonna get some cleaner, clean this out again, see if I can't get something up in there, because I really don't want to take that carburetor off just because I'm afraid I'll break bolts. So I'm gonna get to work cleaning this, and then we'll see if she won't start up and idle. Well, as you can see, it is now flowing gas like it should be. So we're going to shut this so it doesn't create a fire hazard. There we go. I cleaned out the bowl with some Scotch-Brite, and it came out beautiful. So that will be nice to have in there. My little boy has been running here and there trying to catch the cat. So this evening he has not been as hands-on as he normally is, but that's because there's so much going on. There's also another John Deere that I'm working on, or will be working on this weekend, that he is trying to diagnose for me. I need to give this thing a good bath. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll bring it over to the carport and wash all the dirt and crud off, and maybe order some John Deere green spray paint and try to paint this outside. I think that'll look nice. Tape off everything and just try to paint it. Alright. We'll let that bowl fill up. Let's see if she'll fire off after sitting for a couple weeks, and see if she'll idle. Probably need to double check that I'm getting well. It's probably trying to get all the junk out that's been sitting, so. Let me double check that I've got spark, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so we got it mostly cleaned out. Let's see if it'll start on its own now without taking some type of additional help. I was having to kind of plug the intake, meaning it's probably running a little lean. May have to do some more adjusting on this carburetor to get it to run how I need. or I may need to get the thing fully seated. So I can, or pop this back off. Because I put those way too tight. Pop those back off, and we'll come out here again tomorrow and mess with it some more. The sun's going down, so kind of running out of daylight. Well, guys, if you notice, it is now facing the other way than it was. That was because when I was messing with it last night, sun went down, it was really dark, so I couldn't really see anything. When I was messing with it, I realized that it was running too lean, and that's why I was having to kind of put my hand over the intake and it run because I was restricting the air. So then I started adjusting it and it ran great. And then I put the air box on and it ran horrible again. And then I realized I'd adjusted with the air box off. So when I put the air box on, it was trying to run too fat. So then I readjusted it, and me and little man, I put it around the yard really quick. But let's see if it'll start again. Ta-da! A little smoky, it's burning off the bad gas, but so what we're gonna do now is I've got some Farm and Implement Rust-Oleum John Deere Green, heavy duty, weather resistant, and rust preventative. So we're gonna paint your lawnmower, at least this part. Make it look halfway decent. Oh, also sitting overnight, that tire seated itself on the bead. So positives, positives. We may get like a camouflage cover for the seat, just because why not? But let's work on getting this cleaned off, and then I'll bring y'all back when I start getting it prepped to paint. All right, we got it all wire brushed off, and we're about to start taping. Can I have that? Thank you. We're gonna tape it off to protect our PTO knob, even though the PTO doesn't work. Just just because it doesn't work doesn't mean the rest of it can't look good. We're gonna tape this up because we don't want that green, and then we're gonna tape up the pedals because I don't want the pedals being green. They're supposed to be rubber, and then if I do that, green paint is gonna go everywhere. Don't peel the tape off, buddy. And then we're gonna put, hey, it's good. Oh, and then we're gonna put a nice big strip across here, because even though the fiberglass is green, I would rather, hey, don't peel it off yet, buddy. We haven't even started painting. Even though the fiberglass is green and cracked in about 100 spots, I still don't want to get green spray paint on it. So that'll at least protect a little bit of it. Move on to this side. We're not trying to win any awards here. We just want it to look like it, hasn't been sitting in a barn for the past 30 years. Which it hasn't. It's been sitting behind the barn for the past 30 years. Is that funny? Hey, don't take the tape off, buddy. Yeah, we're trying to make your lawnmower look better. And he got distracted by the cat. It's our farm cat Garfield roaming around in the back. So if you hear a loud meow, it's either Harvey or it is the cat. So he's run off to find the cat. We'll tape this off the best we can. It's not going to be perfect, but it is cool just to have all the instructions for starting and servicing. Like I said, we're not trying to win any awards. It's not going to go to any shows or anything. But I do want it to look, like I put a little bit of effort into it. Because I've put a great deal of effort into this thing. Probably more than my own lawnmower. All right. Now that we have her all taped up, get the can nice and shook up, and we'll start painting. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think that looks fantastic compared to how it looked. Oop, missed a spot. Missed a few spots. I even painted the front little impact plate and a love bug. But yeah, we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll. I was driving it last night and realized I don't have brakes, so we're gonna grease the front spindles and then look at the brake issue, see why it doesn't have brakes. But yeah, I think it came out beautiful as far as paint. All right, guys, it is the next morning. The paint is all nice and dry, and I think just the brakes are kind of sticking, and that's why it's not working. But I'm sure that issue will resolve itself because I have now sprayed everything with some dollar store WD-40. Come on. Ta-da! Yeah, still no brakes. So we'll dive into that later. But it's all nice and clean, and now it runs reliably. So I can put it in first gear and let little man putt around the yard, or we can go drive around and go check cows with it, which I think he's more excited about than anything. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Still some basic maintenance and stuff to do on this one, but a little bit of fixing up here and there. But for an older mower that's been sitting for 30 years that I got running some time ago, and now it's running and driving reliably, I'd say it's pretty good. And the paint job makes it look a million times better. Yeah. But y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the share icon. We're almost at 1,900 watch hours now, so we're about 1,100 away from this year's goal. Harvey, what do you think about the lawnmower? No, don't grab the microphone. Oh. You want to tell him thank you for watching? Say thank you for watching. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we'll see y'all again on 10 Shed Shenanigans.